Hello, hello. It's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 31 here in Washington, and we are starting to make some good progress on fixing the bridges and moving the rock slides and all of those sorts of things. So yesterday we managed to get the concrete fabricating plant operational. So that means we've actually been able to now make, or we are now able to make concrete blocks and concrete slabs. So today I'm going to try and fix the big bridge and maybe see if we can also get some work done on the final landslide that will then mean we can pretty much use the main road everywhere here in Selten River Mountains. So that would be a big step forward. I reckon we'll probably only get one of those done though. We'll probably only get the bridge built if we're lucky. But we'll have a look when we get in. So let's swoosh on over. We'll swoosh in, swoosh, in we go. And basically, yeah, I want to see. We're already up. So I grab my ears. Right. So here we have the 2 concrete blocks that we need for this pillar of progress. We also need the service trailer that's currently parked down here. So we've got a couple of options for this. We can bring it around. Seriously, I'm feeling in a very naughty mood. So let's give it a go. Give it a go? Yeah, give it a go. We're going to have a go and see if we can use the Kodiak to bring it all the way around and drop it off the edge of the bridge. We'll give it a try. So you never know. Got to try these things. I definitely don't really want to be going through this mud, but I can't help it. We're going to go through the mud. Didn't want to do that. I wanted to go up and around, but I was too slow. Actually, that's an interesting looking little thing there. Hang on a minute. Oh, I see. No, that's just going to... Right, so I could go down here and that'd get us down onto this same road that we've used before. I don't want to do that. We'll try and push on through the nasty mud. With our service trailer. So this sort of, I don't know what you call this, detour, this is going to stay for the whole region. We don't get to fix this one. Unfortunately, we're always going to have to go through here. Now, with the bigger trucks, it's not so bad. Even the Kodiak on its own without the trailer would probably be okay coming through there. It's only when we're pulling the trailer as well that it has a little bit of a challenge. Ooh, quite a bit of a challenge pulling up here, I don't know why. Okay, it's only a little truck. It is a heavy trailer. Come on, big boy. Right. That's the worst of it done. I think we left the fuel trailer here before too, didn't we? The little scout one. I might just steal all the fuel out of that. Then we can later on bring the Lodestar back over and use that elsewhere. Oh, not repair, refuel. From the Scout. Righty. I've stolen all the fuel out of that. Under the assumption that we'll use the Kodiak as a bit of a fuel mule. Oh, have we got Barriers in the way. That's a bit rude. Nobody wants barriers in the way. How rude. I'm not going to drive the Kodiak off the edge of the cliff, don't worry. I'm going to bring it through. Detach it there. And now it's sort of pointing through the gap. A little bit more bumpy than I thought there. It will be a bit embarrassing if we tip over here. I think we're just nuzzling into that tree there. Let's try and get around it a bit, shall we? This is quite a lot steeper than it looks, isn't it? Look at the angles we're playing at here. Big, big angles. It's a lot more angled than it appeared. Oh yeah. Right, so you can sort of guess what we're going to be doing next. Gonna have some fun. What's the chance of this not working? Fairly high, I would suggest. Off you go. Oh, you can do better than that. Oh, that was pathetic, trailer. Call that a run down there? How feeble. It's a feeble run. Right, gonna stop that one. Switch to the White Western Star. Leave that trailer there for a minute. What's good? That's ridiculous. How can that be caught there? I mean, seriously? Seriously? Thank you. That's more what I expected. Right. I don't mind that. Let's get ourselves a little bit more straight. Come on, big fella. Yeah, have some fun. It ended up being a little bit harder than I thought it might be, but these things are never super easy when you're trying to do something a bit out of left field. I'm wondering if I might not actually deliver this just yet. Mostly because if I'm going to bring the Mack over here, which is what I'm planning to do, we may have damage, so I can then use this to repair it. Okay, so we're doing a pillar of progress. So we need 2 concrete blocks, which we've got, 2 metal beams, and 2 service spare parts. 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts. That actually is the other truck, isn't it? 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts. Yeah, okay. Right. So because it's the other truck, attach you. Metal beams, 2 service spare parts. We're going to offload these. Pop them on that concrete bit there. When we come back shortly, we'll be able to pick them up and deliver them. Right, we are heading out of here now. Before I do that, which way is the best way to get out of here? You go up through that gateway, then down. Let's do that. We haven't done that before. So let's see how this gateway works. It'll mean we'll come down through the sort of, oh my gosh, through the bush a bit, and down to the sawmill. But that'll work for us because we actually need some medium planks for the other contract that we're going to try and do, which is sorting out the landslide near the cement plant. Head along here. So pop us out near the mill. At the top of Selten River National Park. That's going to be pretty cool. So let's hop through into the other gateway in Selten River National Park, and then come down through across the lifty bridge, and then down through the sawmill. I haven't used this one very much at all. Where do I go? This has got a couple of nasty spots, but is otherwise not too bad. When you've got cargo on, this is actually a nastier spot than you think. The dip in the... Look at this. In fact, even without cargo on. Oh my gosh, that was poor. Yes, I knew this was a nasty spot. So even without cargo on, this is pretty nasty here. And I don't think I can do anything about it. I detach the trailer? No, it's actually worse. Yep. Attach the trailer again? Oh, I can't. Okay. All right, well, oh dear, that's that's messed everything up badly. So what I was going to do is come zooming down here, get to the sawmill, and then go from there. So who's going to come and help me out? I'm thinking maybe we might bring the forester up. Not the quickest thing, but even the Mercer would be able to turn me back over again. Maybe I should bring the Mercer up. That way I've got fuel, a bit of fuel, up at the top end as well. Dear, oh dear. So this, well, that's just put a huge hole in my progress for the day. We're going to struggle now. Now I'm just having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts. I kind of want to keep fuel here. This is a good spot to have some fuel. But let's go back to this plan B. Take the Forester. Now I'm taking the trailer with me at the moment, but we're going to drop that off at just before the bridge. Forester probably isn't the ideal recovery vehicle, but given that I've got it here, probably, you know, you use what you've got. Funny, isn't it? I knew that that's a naughty spot, but I didn't realise it was a naughty spot even without cargo on. That's right, we'll get there. I was intending at some stage to take the Forester down to this village down here, because there's a medium log site we haven't got our medium logs from yet. I'm going to head over. I'm not going to go all the way. Oh, maybe I should. Maybe I should. Oh, we're going to go for fuel. I think we'll be alright for fuel. I could drop the trailer here. Let's drop the trailer here. We can always bob off on our way back when we're coming back with the Forester. Take it over and get the medium logs. We are going to need them anyway to make medium planks for some later contracts. So it's not like it's wasted to do that. But this part now is a little bit wasted. But it wouldn't be SnowRunner if bad things didn't happen. Or unplanned things, I should say. This gives a bit of a chance to go for a run in the Forester, which we don't do very often. Mind you, I think we're going to be using a little bit more in this region yet a while, because we've got quite a lot of logging to do. Yes, just about anything would be able to stand up the White Western Star, I think. He's only just past hit point. We've just got to get him back over and onto his wheels. We'll be fine. Creep up here, because obviously it's a bit slow going. We don't want to be doing this with a load of logs on either. We'll probably have to at some stage. Actually check the map, but I'm pretty sure this is the right way to go. Yeah, be sure we come up here and go through where we cleared that big log earlier on. The unplanned work contract. That was sort of somewhere around here-ish. No? Yes, here it is here. This is where we split that big log on either side of us now. That was part of the unplanned work contract. We've got that done. It means that this path now is fairly traversable. Got to be wary of that one spot where I wasn't wary. Sneak up here if we're careful. Rather than... Often we do this shortcut coming down. Let's try and do the same shortcut going up. Cuts off a bit of a muddy corner. Rightio, so here's poor old White Western Star feeling a bit sorry for himself. May not stay there. Oops, I deleted. Right. We will have to bring the forester back at some stage. We might see if we can continue on with Pillar of Progress. Moment. So we're just going back exactly the way that the forester came. Again, back through the spot where we did the unplanned work. Follow the same path back down to the sawmill. Slippery and muddy then. Here do we? Yeah, I'm keen to get back to the sawmill so I can load up some medium planks because we need them. Or coming through this way is such a good idea. So when the forester comes back, he'll be able to pick up that trailer there, take it over to the little town, flooded village, where he can get a load of medium planks, load of medium logs. We can then convert into medium planks at the sawmill. Quite a haul up here. Rather than I remembered it. Because we're bumping along. It's the suspension. Because we have got some spares here with the Mercer, I think. Or we could go on and take some from the Mack. Might do, actually. Always tricky trying to work out when's the best time to use the spare parts when they're very much in limited availability. Right, let's just have a little look at our tasks. We've got Pillar of Progress, which needs 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts. And we've got Clearing the Way, which needs 2 metal beams and 2 medium planks. So there's the 2 medium planks I was talking about. So let's grab them while we're here. Okay, 2 medium planks. We're going to take these medium planks just down to the main road. Thinking 135 litres, that's just under half full. Thinking we should be okay to make it over to the fuel semi-trailer in Solace Bay. Just got to be careful with this bit. The last time I said I've got a tricky bit, I wasn't very careful. This time we're going to be very careful. Generally I've found coming this way isn't as scary as coming the other way. So we got through the worst bit. And we just have to make sure we don't mess up the easy bit. Banging onto the edge here, we just don't want to tap one of these trees as we go past. Ooh. Fine, got away with it. No point carrying this cargo into Solace Bay just to turn around and bring it back again. Might as well offload it here. Yeah. Right, so taken quite a bit longer than it should have on account of turning over and having to rescue ourselves with the Amaratsu Forester, but we've got there, so that's the main thing. So let's go through to Solace Bay and head on up to our stockpile, where we'll be able to get some service spare parts and some metal beams. And even some cement, because I want to get some cement because we need to make some concrete blocks and concrete slabs and stuff like that. So each time I go over, I'm going to try and take a couple of cement with me so I don't end up doing an empty run to come back and get cement, or an empty run just for cement or whatever. So we're going to try and overload with cement where we can. At least a couple. And we've got plenty of fuel to get to the fuel trailer. It only takes about 15 litres or so from here. Now, engine off. What do I need? Pillar of progress. Pillar of progress. I need 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts. 2 metal beams and 2 service spare parts. All right, so let's think about how I want to do that. 2 metal beams, 2 service spare parts, maybe even 3 cement. Let's turn around. Metal beams, 2 service spare parts. I'm tempted to put the metal beams, at least one of them on top. We had cement on the bottom. One metal beam. No. Yeah, I could do that, spin it so and then touch it on the front of the truck so it stops spinning the way I want. So that's a metal beam. Two service spare parts. Oops. Busy watching where the service spare parts are, not busy enough watching where my trailer's going. In fact, why don't we... Two service spare parts. Down there. Yeah, it's fine. We'll fiddle about with that in a minute. Almost got around him. See what we can do here. I'll try and squeeze these two service spare parts into that. Actually, we can probably squeeze it up a little bit further too. Just going to push it up a fraction. You know, I wonder if I can just about squeeze this guy in. Annoying, isn't it? In, but very, very close to being in. Not sure why he's not going in there. Oh. Expected when I bonked him on there that it would have ripped this one up a bit. Thank you. Oh, gosh. Nothing's working for me today, is it? I'm having a bit of one of those days. Try and do things. Whatever you try and do, things don't not quite work like it should. Right, that worked. No, go away. There. Go away from him. Go up. Yeah, sure, knock him off. Goodness me. Right. You happy? Good. Just not sure about doing this bit though. Right here. We're going to switch trucks and trailers now. Let the Mack have a bit of a run with the trailer. I think we go. To be at this other trailer. These little do not pass barriers are doing a good job of telling me not to pass, aren't they? while I think of it. He doesn't have much anyway. Right, so he's now out of repair points. Interesting to see how we go with this little journey I'm planning to do. We are off. We have got 2 metal beams, 2 service spare parts, 2 cement. We're going to head over into Selten River Mountains, deliver them firstly to the Western Bridge, and we've got the cement at the fabrication plant. Hopefully we'll be okay. Do all that. Meanwhile, after that, the White Western Star will later come back with 2 metal beams and 2 wooden planks. Will be a bit of fun. Hopefully, finish off the other task, or at least the cargo component of the other task. But I don't think it's going to be today. By the time we get there for this one, I think we'll be out of time. But anyway, let's head into Selten River National Park. So we're going to follow the main road round, refuel from the fuel carrier trailer on the way, and and then head into Selten River Mountains and follow the main road around there, but turn off at our normal turn off spot, so that we can drop these at the base of the bridge. We are a lot more overloaded than I normally would allow. We've got something like 8 or so lots of cargo on at the moment, I think. A lot more than we normally do. But that's what this map tends to make you need to do. There's so much cargo running from one map through another map to the third map. Becomes quite tiresome. You have to do it many more times than is absolutely necessary. A bit of a balance between overloading to silliness versus doing lots of runs. Trying to hit the balance reasonably where we're overloaded a bit, but not too much. We don't have to make too many more runs than we need. And at least we can keep our eye on from the cement and the metal beam that are perched on top of our cargo. We'll make it into Selten River Mountains, but we definitely won't make it to our drop spot. Probably just make it to the... Actually, if we can make it to the turn-off, that'd be pretty good. Let's see how we go. Bridge from a while ago. Oh, we've blown a tyre. So luckily we do have one tyre with a spare wheel, so we'll put that on. And we stop here to refuel. Refuel. There. Oh. Be careful we don't bump into a tree and upset our sideways middle beam. It's a bit of a pity that we had that tip over, because I reckon that cost us about 10 minutes or so, maybe even a little bit more. We would have gone awfully close to getting this cargo to the bridge if we hadn't had that tip over. But now, here's what it is. Yeah. Not do much more now. We'll just go as far as we can. Deliver it to the bridge tomorrow. It'll end up being another day where we don't actually finish a contract. But now I'm fairly hopeful we might be able to finish 2 contracts tomorrow. We push on now through into Selten River Mountains. We definitely won't make it to the intersection. We will make it into mountains though, so at least we're in the right map. Woohoo! Sliding a bit there, and then all of a sudden the tyres ripped. Come through into mountains and then see how much time we have left. Won't be long, maybe a couple of minutes. Through we go. Then we'll see how long we've got left on the clock. Because I know today's a slightly shorter day because we had a long day yesterday. We overran yesterday a bit. So today will seem a bit shorter. So we may well stop once we get here. Let's have a look and see where we're at. What have we got? Yeah, 7 o'clock. Okay, so that's not too bad. So we've got a couple of minutes. Right, let's go. So we just got a minute or so left. So we won't even make it to the logistics centre or whatever it's called. Let's just come along the road a bit and then just pull up, I guess. Where's the wood stopping spot? We have many wood stopping spots along here, do we? Let's see, we're going to make it to the... So we'll just keep going to get to the service centre. Not that there's much there now, so we'll pull up there. There's a curtain side trailer. It's the only thing that's in here now. Oh, plus the flatbed that we use for this contract later on. Let's pull up there, I suppose. That'll do. Let's have a quick look at the time. 7:49. That's close enough to 8 o'clock. So engine off. And we'll stop it there. That's it for today. Bit of a pity that we had the rollover in the White Western Star. Oops. Otherwise, yeah, we would have been really close to dropping this cargo off at the bridge. But I guess that just means we'll do that in the first 10 or 15 minutes tomorrow, and then hopefully be able to bring the White Western Star over with the metal beams and wooden planks on it, so we can then finish off the other task, which clears the roadblock leading down to the concrete fabrication plant. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a bit of a laugh. It's always funny when it falls over when it shouldn't. But we recovered from it and continued on. And we will do the same tomorrow. We'll continue on and hopefully have a good day tomorrow. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.